as their Raiders get set to face off with the Seattle Seahawks. Underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Still 9 remaining on second down. They run it with Carson running right through him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's Jackson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in Vegas. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. But he takes it up to the 40. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. They'll score out a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. 36-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson will find his tight end. That's Waller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And Jackson throwing once more. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Seahawks 14. Raiders 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Again, that's Hurst. And he's brought down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Dancing to his left. And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, here's Jones. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 1 second, all that remains. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's not going to get me. So Mike's number one.
Watch the run.
Right side. Here we go. Hello. Run the Mike. Right.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On first down, Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Raiders 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Mike 14. Mike 14.
Now Jackson on first down. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Lamar Jackson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened them up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Mahomes going to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Let's get him home. Mike 1. Mike 1. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he shifts past him. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. A pass underneath for Carson. Only able to gain a couple there, and they're going to face a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's caught, Smith. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Quick slant here to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
This complete to Jones. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Not much there, only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, QB, come on. Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw there taken in by Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Being chased out left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
So the victory here for Seattle.
It's just a little hit for the summer.